Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to a new weekly video. Well, it's actually not new because I have done this in the past, but we are going to start a new series where we are going to do a weekly Q&A video. I'm going to try and get these done every single Monday, where I'm going to go through and I am going to look at questions that you guys have asked about Save the World in the past week's worth of videos. And if you'd like your questions to show up on the video, all you have to do is you have to follow this format. You have to do question and then 2 dots, or just question and then your question after that. Like this. Let me show you guys real quick. We're going to be answering about 20, I think it's 22 questions today. I did go through and I tried to find, they're going to be like this. I tried to go through and find questions that weren't repeated, and also there's some questions that are very, very clearly just comments or statements in a question format, and those we're not going to be looking at. We also have a gift to open, which we're going to open up later in the video. So let's jump in, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for using my creator code. So many of you, thank you very much. If you're buying something in Battle Royale, you can use my creator code, or if you're buying Llamas in Save the World, you can also use it. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this, guys. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll start with the first question. The first question is from Kevin Brown saying, question, do you believe they really care? And the reason why I want to start here is because I want to answer this question and other questions too. And let's jump into it. Do you believe they really care when right now we have Rad Llamas, a pirate questline, 4th of July heroes, and a new set in the collection book that they failed to say anything about all at once? Or do you believe it was just an oversight? So this is the first question that I chose because this kind of encapsulates a lot of the sentiment of what's going on in Save the World right now. And yes, I'm going to be answering other very, very big, important questions that people are asking. But thanks to Kev Brown, I wanted to answer this because there is most definitely a disconnect right now. Yes, we have quite a bit going on right now. We have the Metal Team Leader Pack 2. And as of the moment of me recording this video, they just released a tweet announcing the Metal Team Leader Pack 2 Battle Royale. So it's obvious that there's a lot of disconnect. There's a lack of communication, which we've been talking about for a very long time, from Epic and the Save the World team to the community and the public in general. So as he asks here, yes, I believe there is a failure to say anything about it. There's a failure to announce it. Yes, we have the patch notes, we have the home base status report. That's a lot, but there is definitely a capacity of communicating with us, the community and the player base. There should be, or there can be, a way of communicating a little more clear, a little more expandable in that sense. So thank you very much, Kevin, for your question, dude. Let's jump into the next one. To answer again, yes, I think there is a failure, not an oversight. Tenchi asks, question, do I get free V-Bucks from missions if I get the Metal Team Leader Pack? No. If you, and this is how I'm saying, if you have purchased Save the World before June 30th, you will be considered a founder. Founders get V-Bucks. If you purchase Save the World anytime after July 1st, 2020, you are no longer considered a founder and you will not get V-Bucks. Buying the Metal Team Leader Pack does not change this. If you were a founder before, buying the Metal Team Leader Pack shouldn't change anything. Now the question is, I know a lot of people are asking, well, what about the content sharing and the game sharing that used to happen with Xbox? Well, back then you were getting V-Bucks. If you did the game sharing, or you got the game through one of those packs or those special deals before, you're still going to be getting X-rays. Getting the Metal Team Leader Pack, the only V-Bucks that will get you is the 1,000 V-Bucks from the quest line, from the quest that you can do. All right, next question is Frank Offermans. He said, question, you announced several times to do an video on expeditions. When will it come? It will, I think he's going to say it will help us a lot. Yes, I am completely 100% intent on making an expeditions video. I'm actually trying to record several different expeditions that I'm both starting and finishing, so that I can kind of show with more examples how it works and how it can benefit you, because it's an amazing thing. Expeditions are amazing. Next question is from Red Dragon saying, hi DUJ2, good videos by the way, and I have a question. Did anything change in your collection book? Like me, it went down from 330 to 296, or was it like that before for you? Thanks for the answer if you do. And I'm combining this question with the next question that is from It's Hides, who said, question, thanks for the Measured Positive video. Collection book, all items except maxed out legendary 5-star seem to have been reduced in value. So collection book values have fallen and the level attained has gone with it. I'm spending loads of evolution materials on building back to where I was in the collection book, as the rewards are great. I think I may have lost 30 or 40 levels, new level 424. Do you think that the new ventures will be how items will be back to the previous levels? Okay, so thank you for this question. And thank you, because this kind of answers a lot of it. The main reason here is that we honestly don't know why they did this. Obviously, a lot of you guys have noticed that all of your weapons, as long as they weren't maxed out to 130, they all dropped, and this had the negative impact on the collection book to completely change this. Pretty much every single weapon in the collection book, well, pretty much everyone's collection book level dropped drastically. Hopefully they're going to be giving us some information about this. I don't know if it's going to be the ventures thing, because we know that the ventures are going to raise things up. So maybe they did this in preparation for a balancing. This is the problem though. Whenever they do something like this and they don't tell us about it, and they because they've done this before. They've done things like this before where they pre-do something in preparation of a soon to be coming or a future update, and they don't tell us. Again, communication. So right now we don't know what's going on. It could be for the new ventures. It could be that there's something else coming. It could be that they just thought, well, you know what, there's so many more things you can put in the collection book. We're going to balance it out by reducing everything. It doesn't really make sense to reduce everything except the legendaries 130s. Although I think that if they would have reduced the 130s and not told us about it, people would have had a very big problem, which also brings up the question, will they reduce the 130s eventually? We'll have to wait and see. Keeljack asks, question, it seems to me that Epic lost more money by upgrading players than if they had given out the MTL pack to all the Save the World players. What do you think the motivation behind that decision was? Okay, so here again, communication, guys. This is the big one here. I believe that yes, like I explained on stream too, they probably lost a lot more money. I know a lot of people are very upset that all the founders did not get the Metal Team Leader pack for free. Do I think they should have all gotten it for free? Yes, I think that's what they should have just done across the board. I think instead of giving anyone any upgrades, they should have just said, here you go, Metal Team Leader pack completely for free for every single founder. But let me just say this, even if they had done this, no one would have been okay with it anyway. No one would have been happy with it. No one would have been satisfied with it, including myself, because we were led to believe, and we were under the impression that we were going to be getting a lot more from the game. I'll talk about that in a different video. But I do believe they lost a ton more money in this sense. But you got to remember too that this is all pixels. They're not spending money at this point with the game going out of early release. There's no more money to be made from founder packs. So them giving everyone the founder pack upgrades cost Epic zero, absolutely zero. Whereas if they had given the Metal Team Leader packs to everyone, it would have cost them future revenue. At this point, no one can buy the Ultimate. No one can buy the Limited. No one can buy Super Lux. You can't buy any of the previous Founders Packs. So giving those away for free cost them absolutely nothing. Now, to keep it fair, they couldn't give everyone the Ultimate Edition. If they had given everyone the Ultimate Edition and everyone the 8,000 V-Bucks and everyone the Metal Team Leader Pack for free, then you would have had people who had the Ultimate Edition saying, hey, that's not fair. I paid way more than the person who bought the basic pack. Why did I get the exact same reward? So in fairness, the compromise that they came up with, what they came up with was very balanced and fair, but it was not fair when you talk about money-wise. The only people that they lost money or they lost out of on potential future money or revenue were the ultimate members. The ultimate ones were the only ones that they really lost money out of, because they gave them 8,000 V-Bucks, which is a considerable amount of money right there, and they gave them the Metal Team Leader pack. So if people who were ultimate were going to buy the pack or were going to get more V-Bucks in the future, they lost out on that money. Everyone else, well, they made their money, or they're going to make their money, because there's a lot of people buying the Metal Team Leader pack. So that's why I think that happened. Ethan01 asked the question saying, do you think Birthday Llamas will return this year? Yes, I do, Ethan. I believe they will. I think they'll be coming back at the end of July, hopefully very soon. Not this coming week, but the next one, we're going to get some news. And the reason for that is because this coming week we have an update. We have a content update, and we'll talk about that in a second. Face in Danger. This is another big question that I've been asked a lot lately. Saying, question, have you or are you considering quitting Save the World anytime? I saw Demon Joe FR just quit. So I have extensively talked about this on my streams. I will tell you this right now. Right now, I have no plans to I have no plans to quit playing Save the World or making content for Save the World. And I'll explain that in 1 second why not. But in the concerns of Demon Joe FR or a lot of other content creators that I've been told who are quitting, I'm going to say this, and I've already said this before. If you guys enjoy playing Save the World, there are a ton of content creators out there. There are a lot of people on YouTube who have been making content for Save the World, and there's a lot of new people actually making content for Save the World because of the Metal Team Leader pack. Just because it wasn't really promoted or anything like that, it doesn't mean that there aren't a ton of people buying it. There are a lot of people buying it. And if you enjoy watching content for it, let's say on Twitch, actually in the last couple of days, I have noticed dozens and dozens of new content creators, new streamers on Twitch making content for Save the World, playing Save the World. A lot of people who are just beginning or mid-tier. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to see all these new people doing it. So there are a ton of people out there making content for it. And lastly, for people who like your favorite content creator, if you have a favorite content creator already who's been making Save the World content for a while, and they have announced that they're no longer making content for Save the World, well, that doesn't mean that you have to stop watching them. Yes, you may have started watching them for this game, but if you really enjoy their content, if you enjoy their personality, if you enjoy their character, if you enjoy the personality they are, the content creator, the person they are online and making, videos and everything. If you enjoy their entertainment is an important thing, then of course, if they decide to continue making more content, yeah, it's a great idea to support them, to help them out, and to continue watching them, because that is the key. The more that you watch someone, the more they're going to be lifted up. So I do encourage that if you have a favorite content creator, to check out what else they're going to do. There's a lot of content creators who are quitting completely because of Save the World ending, and there are some that are continuing to work and doing other videos and other content and other games. So check out those games and see what they're going to do. And for me personally, I have answered this question many times. I have been doing this quite a while. I have been doing YouTube for over 4 years. I've been streaming almost 6 years now. And Save the World is not the first main game that I've had, both streaming or on my YouTube channel. I have had a handful of main games. And for me personally, what I decide to do is, the second that a game is no longer fun to make content for, to make videos for, I don't do it anymore. And I will usually tell people, say, listen, I'm just not having fun anymore, so I'm moving on to a different game. Which, by the way, if you guys come to the streams, you know that we play a lot of different games all the time. We don't only play Save the World. And let's say, for example, there's been games in the past that I may not have fun making content for anymore, but I still enjoy playing them, and I play them on the side. There's also, even though I do play games for a living, guys, and I play a lot of games on stream and to make content, there are even more games that I play off stream. There's games that I truly enjoy playing for myself, and I don't really want to bring them to my YouTube channel or my streams, but I still majorly enjoy them, and I do them all the time. And so I love playing games. What can I say? So yeah, not quitting anytime soon. Lil Hysteria asked, question: if you buy the pack and you don't have Save the World already, you are not able to earn V-Bucks from Save the World. So this, again, this is a question where I'm thinking when you said you are, you meant are you? Are you not able to earn V-Bucks from Save the World? I left this one in, though, even it's a bit of a statement. It is actually... it's a good one to have, because this one here, even though, like I said, it's a statement. It's a statement in the shape of a question. I think they're asking for confirmation, and yes, that is true. If you buy the pack but you didn't have Save the World before, you are not able to earn V-Bucks. Apparently, the 1,000 V-Bucks from the first quest, those are available. But apart from that, I have had many people confirm to me that SSDs, daily logins, daily missions, progression through the story, all of those that used to be able to give you V-Bucks, now they give you X-Ray tickets. So you will only get X-Ray tickets to open X-Ray Llamas and Save the World, not V-Bucks. Ismail Batista asked, question: will Save the World come to Switch, or have you heard anything? Thanks for the vids. I have not heard of anything, and personally, I don't believe that we're ever going to see Save the World on Switch or on mobile, just for the basic fact that it is such a huge game. It is a gigantic game. It would probably bog down or take up all the space in any phone right now. And on the Switch, yeah, it would be a humongous game that would take everything. It's possible, though. It's possible they might like release different areas or something like that. I don't know. It could be in the future. But where we are right now in the game, and where we see Epic is not really interested in developing the game further right now, probably not. Unless they have something else planned. And as always, this right here is more of a question for Epic, and we all know what Epic will respond, don't we? Moxie asked, question: I heard the daily rewards for Save the World is going to stop, and so is Save the World currency, which in turn means you can't get V-Bucks for VR. Is this true? My question to you would be, I would answer your question with a question: where did you hear that? If you can let us know where you heard it. Did you hear it from a game developer? Did you hear it, was there a post? Was there a tweet from Epic or from Save the World development team, or on Reddit from the development team, or anywhere? If you heard this from someone on the Save the World development team or an official source from Epic, then yeah, I would totally believe it. But if you heard it from a rumor, or someone said something, or someone assumed that this might happen, then I would recommend that you probably don't take that, just kind of just take all information you hear with a grain of salt, and remember that unless you hear something from an official source, it's probably, well, you don't know. It might be true, it might not be. And also, don't forget that even if you hear something from an official source, like we've heard from Epic developers years ago, they may also change their minds. So right now, I don't really think that this is going to be happening. If anything, I believe that we'll still be able to gain V-Bucks from Save the World founders as well, actually. The only thing that I could see us not being able to use V-Bucks in Battle Royale anymore is if they ever separate the servers. If they separate Save the World and Battle Royale and put them in separate servers, then maybe we won't be able to use our V-Bucks over in Battle Royale. But that would be the only thing. Next question is from Bosna Army. Question: do you think Save the World will be receiving updates again? Yes, they already are. We have the Art Deco set here, and probably for the rest of this season, we probably won't see any other quest lines, any other storylines, or any other new items. Probably what we just see. And the next major update that we might see, which is not really an update, it's kind of like a recycled compilation, which will be the birthday event. The birthday event will have all the stuff from year 3, hopefully. So we should see that in the next couple of weeks. But then in the next season, more than likely, I believe we're going to see the exact same thing we've seen for the last year of Save the World. We'll see brought back former events, recycled content, as people call it, and we will likely see a new narrative quest line, a short narrative quest line, maybe a handful of new heroes, maybe a new llama, or maybe not, or maybe new items added to a previous llama. So we're going to be seeing new content like this, and if if what they promised in the news was real and true, then we will constantly be seeing new updates in the form of bug changes and bug fixes. So as they said, they're gonna squash the bugs. So hopefully that is true. Next we have Cataclysm saying, question, hi, I've been playing this game for not too long. I've been playing this game not too long, but I want to know if this game will die soon. Should I still be playing it even though it will die in a close future? I love your vids. So there, you asked me something and then you answered it for yourself. So let me kind of go through this. You're asking if the game will die soon, and then you're saying it will close in the near future. So again, like I just previously said, are you 100% sure that it will close? Has there been confirmation from someone that will close? And from someone from Epic? And equally, yes, this game could close at any time. Anytime Epic could be like, hey, we're closing the server, and it's done. Even though the news didn't promise that there's content for at least a year or years to come, they inferred that, but it's very possible that at any moment they could close this game. So if you're asking my opinion if it's going to die soon, no, I don't think it's going to die soon at all. There are some major things that I'm looking at. I'm looking at, like I said, the servers. If the servers split and we have different server for Save the World and a different server for Battle Royale, that's going to be for me a big uh-oh. And also the Unreal Engine 5 and the next gen consoles. If they don't work on Save the World to be updated to the Unreal Engine 5 or to work on next gen consoles, or updated, I guess, optimized, that's another big uh-oh. That for me will be like, yeah, they don't intend to do this. They just intend to let the game just stay there or eventually just close it off. For me personally, a dead game is Paragon. That's a dead game. PMQ is a dead game as well. And by that, it means that there's no way you can play it. There is no way you can play that game right now. The servers are turned down. You can't log into it. You can't play it at all. That's a dead game. I would assume that also a dead game like Save the World could technically kind of be dead if you logged in and there were no husks in there. That would kind of be like, what's the point? You can't do anything. Or if there was absolutely no one playing it. But like I said, if you just go to Twitch right now, there's dozens of people playing it, and I guarantee you that there have been dozens of videos just today made about Save the World. So there's tons of content being put out there, and there's a lot of people playing it as well. So as of right now, the game is not dead, and I don't believe that the game will be dying any soon. I could be wrong. They could close it at any moment. But if you're going to be playing this game just thinking, I don't want to play it because it might die, well, you might miss out on something pretty awesome. And if you're playing the game and it does die, well, at least you got to enjoy it while you still had it. So there's my answer for that. Next question is by Sour said, question, will Dennis Jr. ever come out again this year? That's a question that I also will pass along to everyone here. Please do me a favor. If you've already opened up some rad llamas, did you get this Dennis Jr.? Answer down below in the comments, and that will really help us out. Hell Leaks asks, question, how long do you think Save will last in terms of development? Now, this question is slightly different than the other one because this question is asking how long will it be continued to be developed? How long will we have new content, and how long will they continue working on bugs and potentially new features for the game? I honestly believe that it has 1 year minimum, at least one more year. If they work on progressing it into Unreal Engine 5, if they don't separate the servers, if they're going to be working on that, like they said, they're going to put us on a rotation, on a seasonal rotation, where we're going to get returning events, boop, 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 boop. Like I said before, I do believe it's going to be Hit the Road for summers, Fortnite for fall, the winter event for a Frostnite for winter, and probably dungeons or maybe something else in the spring. So we're going to have that rotation, including returning quest lines, returning llamas, returning stuff in the shop. So in that sense, and like they said, a handful of new stuff sprinkled in there every once in a while, hopefully a lot of bug fixes. So if that's how the game is going to progress, then I see it at least 1 year. It at least has a year worth of more content, or I guess more development is the right word. Because content is a tricky word. I'm actually working on a video talking just about the word content. And there's a balance video and a communication video. There's 3 videos. You guys are going to see those videos soon. There's a video that's pretty much just going to be called Balance in Fortnite Save the World, Communication in Fortnite Save the World, and Content in Fortnite Save the World. So I want to bring my point of view of all that, and hopefully you guys will want to watch it. So that's the answer. I think it has minimum 1 year. Maybe it has more. Never know what's going to happen. But again, disclaimer, it could shut down tomorrow. We don't know. Why don't we know? Because there's no communication. Romeo Spen asks, question: did you receive a code or something in replacement for the game Save the World? The game Save the World, since you already have it. I will buy it, but only if they give me V-Bucks or a game code. As part of the purchase, didn't look like you didn't receive anything as replacement. Please advise. Thank you. No, I did not get an extra code. No one got an extra code for the Metal Team Leader pack, and I will completely 100% say this, guys. I totally, like I said at the beginning, I believe that we should have. Every single founder should have gotten a discount. Every single founder should have gotten a $10 discount. They should have made the Metal Team Leader pack like $5.99 or $9.99 for Save the World founders, and basically because we already have the game has no point there. Now if you actually just look at the pack, there is $20, there's $20 worth of content there, or I guess worth of items in there. You've got the V-Bucks, you've got your 1,000 V-Bucks, that's like $10 right there. You've got the Metal Team Leader skin and the bow, which in Battle Royale easily would be over 1,000 V-Bucks as well. So you've got $20, and guess what? They're throwing in Save the World for free there. But because we are founders, I completely feel that it should have been a big discount. It should have been $5 or $2.99, or should have been free. But if they were going to sell it to us, they should have heavily discounted it for Save the World founders, kind of like a thank you. And yeah, and honestly, they could have given us a friend code to give away or something. But that would have created a lot of confusion because of current existing friend codes that are still out there. So that could have been an issue there. But next one is from Brogan Young saying, question: what if you are a lower level? Will you still get V-Bucks for like missions from the pack? Thank you so much. I love your content. Keep grinding and stay awesome. No, I'm sorry, dude. You will not get any V-Bucks. As of right now, I haven't had anyone confirm or show me that they have gotten V-Bucks in any place in the storyline, in the daily quests, in the daily missions, in anything. Of course, there's no daily logins for non-founders. So if you get the Metal Team Leader pack, apparently there is, apart from those 1,000 V-Bucks that you get for the 7-day quest, there is no way to get V-Bucks. I'm sorry. So if you're looking just to get the V-Bucks, you won't be able to. Melody Game says, question: what are the best ways to farmer experience? The best ways to farm survivor experience, farm survivor experience are doing 4 times missions that give you survivor experience. Sometimes on stream, if there's a really good quick mission that has a 4 times survivor, we try and do it with as many people as possible, especially lower level people, so that they can gain. Because if you do a level 140 4 times mission that has survivor experience, you can get anywhere from 1 million to 2 million survivor experience. It's really good, and you can do this anywhere. You can do it. Doesn't have to be just in Twine. If you're like level 20, and you're stuck in Stonewood or Plankerton, just find, if you see a 4 times mission with survivor experience, make sure to focus on that one. We're getting close to the end. Hashim says, question: as an original founder, why do you have to pay an extra $20 for skin, and will be on sale for buying sale were like 15 or 5? Now this was a couple days ago before we had the full announcement. No, unfortunately, there is no discount. And why do we have to pay $20? Well, because Epic wanted to make money, obviously. I mean, I do say this all the time. Epic does not, their main income, I don't believe, comes from Save the World or from Fortnite. It comes from the Unreal Engine. But regardless of that, they're a business, and businesses want to make money. And in this case, selling something to someone for $20 instead of giving them a discount or giving them for free equals money. So money. That is the reason why you have to pay an extra $20. because of money. Now, if you're thinking about the founders in the different tiers and why some founders don't have to pay for it, the ultimate founders had already paid up to $250. I think a max $250 for the ultimate members member pack, apart from the base founders who paid $40. So between $40 to $250, that's a big disconnect. Of course, I do see it's fair. If you paid $250, you're gonna get more for free than if you paid $40. Regardless, I still think they should have just given every single founder across the board this for free. There still would have been a lot of people who would have been very disappointed, saying, hey, it's not fair. That person only paid $40. I paid $250. How come we got the same thing? But then again, you can't really make everyone happy in that sense. The Psycho Titan, the Chico Titan says, question, why are you so nubby? LOL. Well, Titan, the reason why I'm so nubby is because you came into my life, man. You know, it's like, that's just what happens, man. You know, when you come into someone's life, their life just gets exponentially more nubby. Alice K says, question, can you do a video on the Art Deco set in the collection book and talk about what you think will be good? You can also compare the weapons already in the game. I will, as soon as they come out. Currently, they are not in the game yet. When they come out with their llama, I guarantee that I will make a video on it. Fu says, here's my question to you, J2. And this one, I know this one was not done in the question format, but it was a pretty good question. If the storyline is complete, can you tell me why is the reason of the husks? What happened to Ruby's family? What happened to Twine Peak Biome? What was the reason of the gnomes? And as you said, and at some time, what happened to all the glasses save the world? There are a ton of questions like this. There are a ton. If you really look at the lore of the game, there are so many awesome things, guys, to figure out and find out. And we were really hoping for answers. So why do I say that the storyline is complete? Well, we know that the Stand and Fight campaign is done. They announced that over a year ago when they finally released, more than that actually, when they finally released the Canny Valley storyline. The Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny storyline, that entire campaign is called the Stand and Fight campaign. But it's just a campaign, which leads us to believe there could be more campaigns. Yes, we have Twine Peaks. We had materials that were 6 stars. We had the potential, or I guess there is the potential for much more story and many more questions to be answered. We still don't know if this is a simulation or what's going on, because you guys know there's a lot of simulation hints into the game. We don't know what's up with the gnomes either. Are the gnomes the real? Who knows? There's some really, really weird stuff in Save the World that would be awesome if we had more explanations. Yes, they have explained a couple of little things in the storylines. For example, when we find out who Ned is, that was amazingly good. So, man, talk about a self-fulfilling prophecy. But in things like that, you know, and in those different little quest lines and they have answered some questions. There are many more to answer. To be perfectly honest, the reason why I say that this is done, because that's the base storyline. Save the World was saved through the actions of the heroes and in the Canny storyline. I'm not going to ruin it, to ruin the surprise or ruin the story. No spoilers here. But definitely, if you play the Canny storyline, you are going to be left wanting a lot more, which is signs of a great game. Great storytelling, great writing. And I will have to basically say, that's why I say that part is done. The Stand and Fight campaign is done. Save the World is done. If you were to ask me what they could do, they could definitely make a Save the World 2. Fortnite Save the World 2 and a different campaign. You know, the Twine Peaks campaign, or the Rebuilding campaign, or the Lost in Time campaign. This game, I am sure that when the developers first sat down to talk about it and the ideas they had, they must have had astronomical ideas. And it's very unfortunate that we're not seeing those, but you know what? I'm going to hope. I'm always going to hope that maybe there's going to be someone high up in Epic that plays Save the World. Or you know, you never know. Maybe someone out there right now is, you know, maybe somewhere out there right now is in college or is working really hard, and they fall in love with Save the World, and they work really hard and they get a job in Epic and they move up in Epic, and they're doing that right now. Maybe there's someone right now at Epic who is about to be promoted to a vice president or something, or maybe CEO of Epic. I don't know. Maybe someone's going to be really high up and they're going to be like, you know what? Save the World. Work on that. and they're going to redirect a lot of funds to it, and they're going to put a lot of it and move it towards that. But that's what it's going to take. It's going to take someone or a group of people very high up in Epic to be like, we're going to work on that game, because that's how decisions are made in the world like that. Drixby says, question, how do we get the Staccato Shadow? So to get the Staccato Shadow, you're going to have to wait one more week, because let me show you real quick here. If we go bloop right here into our Save the World Home status report for 6:30, right now we've got Yar, we got Director Riggs. Right now, if you do hit the road, you get Rex Jonesy. But next week, as it says right here, well, we have a lot here. But it says right here, next week, be sure to grab these blasts from the past. Next week, you're going to be able to hit the road and get the Staccato Shadow. So available from the Hit the Road quest line, you're going to be able to get it next week. So that's how you're going to be able to get the Staccato Shadow. Not this week, but next. Oh, it just hit the button. Okay, sorry. We're going to go open this present in a second then. I said we're probably going to have to wait to the end of the thing. All right, next one is from TH Ruck saying, question, and I believe this is the last question. Yes, I believe I left it to the last question, and there's a reason why I left this at the last question. Question, how do you feel about recycled content? So this question right here is a question that is a bit of an instigating question. So it's meant to start from somewhere negative and try to, make it feel like that. So how do I feel about recycled content? Well, to be perfectly honest, I have no opinion about it. There's a lot of things that I missed doing the first time around, and there's a lot of things that haven't been around long enough that I forgot what they're like. So I really would like to experience them and play them over again. The Blockbuster event was not one of those. I did not like the Blockbuster event the first time around, which is why I refused to do it the second time around. I should have though. I really should have, to get more of those heroes, because that's another reason. For me personally, recycled content gives me an opportunity to further my collection. I like having 2 or 3 of everything, so recycled content gives me that capacity. And personally, I'll end it saying here, for many people who are new to Save the World, well, recycled content is not recycled, is it? It's new content for them. So they get a chance to experience something that we may already have experienced once or twice, but it's brand new to them, which is pretty awesome. To all people who are brand new to the game, you're walking into an awesome game with a ton of content. Congratulations and enjoy. Finally, let's wrap it up by opening up this present. Thank you very much. Hope you like this gift. Good luck, have fun, and it is the twist. Thank you very much, Joe. I really appreciate it. You're wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave it there, guys. As always, I am DUJ2. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate it. If you guys like this type of video, I'm going to try and do a lot more of these in the future. These are going to be just videos where we're going to try and answer questions like this, and Q&A Mondays. I actually might start recording these on stream, and we can take some questions from the stream as well. Should be interesting. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks a lot for everything. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a gigantic favor, please, and have yourself a fantastic day. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you guys the next time. See ya.